shot. Picked up the talent, just waking up. Daytime phase.
Yes.
Wouldn't be shocked.
I think we're at 3 o'clock, but don't trust my body clock.
Quality break, but things not going Reyes' way here. Keep your eye on the pink 4 and the orange 5. Yuck.
That is rotten luck off a break like that, isn't it?
Can't possibly now. I would think even, unless he can see some sort of safety by knocking the 4 around the back of the 5, but he may even be playing safe off of this. Doesn't want to knock the 7 really in, but
oh, he has done though, and he's left himself an absolute mess. Everyone's applauding because they saw the carom. What they didn't see was where that white ball was going.
Well, that was a strange shot really from Reyes. He must have known that if the blue 2 reached the other side of the table, it was at every chance it was going to knock it in. So why play the safety at the same time? Unless he was hoping. Probably a fantastic shot. He was a bit unfortunate that it did sneak behind there. He broke the 2 balls apart. He obviously didn't play the safety. He just played to break them apart. It was a great effort that just was a bit unlucky. And this is a tough escape. Short rail. Very hard. Got to play this with middle, not topspin. That's a great shot.
Oh.
Well, the crowd find it funny. I don't think Reyes will.
Thank you.
I think the 9-ball gods have decided they're going to have a little bit of fun with Efren Reyes this afternoon. Nothing coming easy for him. And the crowd applauds a routine safety as if he's just scored the winning goal in the World Cup final. But that one was worthy of applause.
It was a lot better than it looked, and years of experience went into that escape. I know it doesn't look like it, but a quality strike of the ball. And also, even though that small safety shot was pretty easy, he made sure that he got it very close to the 5, made this shot more difficult for Babika. Excellent. Has he got a result?
Doesn't it? Oh, has it stuck its nose out?
Nose is stuck out, but there's no chin to punch. Probably try and play a safety behind the 8-ball now, up and down the table. Try and leave that the 4 in the middle of the table. Although bit too much on the 4, but he'll be happy with the result. This is where the game becomes, I wouldn't say a lottery, but the run of the ball, the roll of half a ball, if you can see it or not, can make so much difference to the rack. It's where safety and the tactics does come into play, but you can't always guarantee getting a safety perfectly and snook your opponent, and that difference is so critical. Bit short of pace, as he left it. Unless he's snooked him behind the 8, which wasn't the plan. The plan was behind the 6. Well, he's got to consider himself very lucky there.
Yes, it was a nervous shot from the pole.
Not too sure, playing thin on the far side of the 4 balls, really what he wants to do here. He'll now be considering going off the side cushion first, trying to send the 4 away from the up the table, cue ball back down behind the 8, but it's a tough shot, that. So from a mistake from Babika, a problem for Reyes. Doesn't seem a fair game sometimes, does it?
He's not had the run so far, has he, Reyes? There's all sorts of strange things have happened in this match, and we're only here in the second frame.
He doesn't like this shot much. He's got to be very careful safety-wise here. He's going to leave Babika some sort of well, it's not a bad effort, that is. He's left him obviously, you can pot it into the top left, but in knocking that 5 safe, pushed the 5 into a more difficult position. Another bit of magic that probably went unseen.
Yes, because as you say, even if Babitska can take on and make a very difficult pot, that's not an easy one. He's got to get that cue ball in position to deposit the 5 as well. So this would have to be some awesome shot from the pole if he's to stay in control of this rack. And he's not even going to attempt it, and I'm not sure I blame him.
A bit risky, but very well played. You would think it would be nigh impossible for Radislav to outplay Reyes tactically. That's one area of the game that he has completely sewn up, in my opinion.
This is the thing that people sometimes forget with Reyes. We marvel at his potting and the things he can do, but he, as a tactician, he has no equal. But that's not the best tactical shot he's ever played.
Just a fraction too hard. He had to make sure he drove the ball to the rail. So some work to do for Babika to send the cue ball all around the table. 3 cushions. The possibility of going in off in the bottom right corner should he lose control of it. Would like to be short of that. So not too hard, but hard enough to get past that 9. Is he hard enough? That was the problem, and he's not.
Nowhere near.
He had a bigger area to work with, but he was just a little bit worried about going into that bottom corner, so he couldn't just give it a big belt. Result, out of position. Another safety and a chance for Reyes.
Well, at least he should be able to establish distance between cue ball and object ball here. Whether he can get one of those other balls to help with a block remains to be seen.
Not easy to get behind this 9 without offering the 5 into the... So it looks like he's playing something else. Side to side safety, I'm not sure here. No, he played the long bank. Aggressive.
Very aggressive. I'd have to say, Steve, that's an uncharacteristic shot from Reyes. That was almost hit and hope for the best, wasn't it? Which is not his game.
Well, if you look at where he put the cue ball, I suppose there was a chance of safety anywhere up the side rail, but it's perhaps he felt that was as good a shot as any. But this is cuttable. And an excellent pot. Babika looking solid as a rock in the potting stakes. It's something that when he first came on the scene in the World Pool League, he was a bit wobbly on, was the actual cue action, potting the ball, but seems to be stronger now. A more complete player. I don't know if he's hampered by this 9 ball. And this would be a test of his cueing if he was to jack up in the air a little bit. This is not a certainty. I know it looks easy, but it's not certain.
Again, he's made a not easy pot look very simple.
Centre ball striking imperative there. And he did hit it right in the middle. So 3 cushions once again for the cue ball. Problems for Reyes.
Yeah, his game's not quite there at the moment. He started off slow against Tony Crosby, and were it not for an outrageous fluke when he potted a 9 completely by accident, he'd have been a long way behind there and possibly out of the picture altogether. Oh, that's a mistake.
Well, he overhit it as well he didn't have to hit it that hard. I know he's bang on the 9, but he could have been shorter. Less power would have been okay. He would have had a shot at it. You know, these pockets may be big, but they're not that big, especially when you use pace. Early Christmas present for Reyes.
Very much so. Something he needed. Remember, this was the Reyes break. Babika had a chance to put Reyes in a deep hole, and he's let it slip through his fingers. Can't play that game against this fella.
好，洛特尔首先来冲球。好，哎，1号跟3号都进了啊，所以说现在的目标球是2号球，2号球形成了一个直球，可以来进攻上方底袋。那么这个下一个目标球就是4号球了啊，那4号球刚好在球台的，在这个旁边啊，这个所以说这个似乎啊，我们看一下这个打2号球啊。 似乎打个定杆就可以做到4号球了啊。那么看看，由于5号球在上面，所以说看看是不是需要拉杆拉一点点啊。好，选择了推杆啊，推杆推了一点点。那么4号球好像变成直球了啊。那么变成直球的话呢，当然就要拉杆1颗星啊，走到5号球的左边啊，下一点左塞啊。 好，结果差了很多啊！这个第2颗球的准度就差很多了。好，不过形成了一个幸运的吊球啊。那么当然 Efren 啊，很快就上场了啊。那么现在看看这个有没有办法啊，1颗星解进这个4号球啊。 好，看看有没有办法1颗星解进4号球，下点右塞啊，低杆右塞。好，当然没错，解进，而且母球还绕球台出来，走到了球台的中央。好，做到了。好，再看一次，刚刚好解进啊，然后母球绕球台回来。 做到了5号球的薄球啊，1颗星上来啊，轻轻的薄球，1颗星上来，哎呀，结果是碰到了8号球啊，我们看他有点不大满意啊，留下了一个远球，哇，这个远球，不过当年 Efren 那个时候是啊，这个44岁啊，差不多43、4岁，所以这个球。 大概虽然说远了一点，不过大概还没有问题的啊。现在就很难讲了。哎，果然没错啊，那个时候没有什么问题。我们看到他这个打进这个球之后啊，身体还下了一个塞啊，这当然是一个自然的反射动作啊，我们称之为反射动作，身体下塞。这个几乎每一位选手啊，这个都会有这种动作啊，这个我所见过的很少没有。好，那角度变大了啊，这顾及了这个6号球的准度，结果力量单稍微大了。那么力量稍微大了，现在看看有没有办法绕球台或者是打拉杆啊？打拉杆的话，当然就是碰底台边弹上去啊。 那如果绕球台的话，就可能就要打推杆啊，打推杆碰小角，弹出去啊，3颗星出去。但是3颗星出去的话，这个8号球的角度就会变得很大了啊。好，看看 Efren 最后选择怎么样子来做球。哎，要走到那个位置啊，3颗星走到那个位置来做灌球不成。 好，包球啊！如果说他点那个位置的话，一定是走3颗星走到那个位置啊。好，灌底袋啊，母球啊下来。好，灌底袋，母球下来，刚刚好做到了9号球啊！所以这个 Efren 啊，艺高人胆大啊。
是，当初刚刚拿到这个世界冠军的头衔。
所以也是状态相当的理想。镜头又给了这两位熟悉的观众，
来自荷兰的。
He's got more balls in than there's on the table. Best break, one of the best breaks of the tournament. He's a big smile. Pleased. This is exciting. This is so exciting. There's probably some cliches to come out with. I can't even think of them. Leave it to me, pal. No time for cliches. What a moment. Jimmy with the shot of the tournament. He's got to play safe. I think he's got to play safe, Sid. Get behind that clump of 3 balls down there. Well, you wouldn't believe it. A legend of the game. Boss of the Philippines team, Efren Reyes. Oh, my goodness! What a time in Jimmy's career! To have now some technical awareness, top of his list. Jimmy White. Magic stuff. Jimmy White trying to get my nickname of interesting. He's played a sensible shot. And I think he may have paid a few dividends here. I thought for a split second that Efren Reyes could play the long bank and perhaps use that 5 ball down there to play a double there, but there is the chance, as you can see, the blue 2 off the side cushion up there. But I think, look at that wobbly line there, but I don't think the shot's on. He's got to hit it fairly hard and it's going to go in. It may be the 3. World Pool Championships. Oh, that is an amazing shot. Great shot, but he's close on the 3. He cannot believe he's close on the 3. That was a tremendous, that was fantastic. That really shot was a great genius. Shot. He played that with right-hand side. And there was a reason he did that. Just wish I knew what it was. Now, is he too close? Is this a judgment shot? Could he misjudge this into the middle pocket? Or will Efren Reyes use all his experience to just cut it in and stay on the 5? Well, we've seen some awfully tight knuckle shots. It's so easy to hit the point. Decide and rack of the match, whatever happens, this replace in the last 16. There's the trophy he wants to keep in that tournament. Like to fill that bowl up with champagne. May lose all your prize money in one go. Well, if he wins this, he deserves it. It was a great judgment to knock that ball in. This is tough. Middle of the pocket from there, from a short quality shot. He just didn't panic. He stroked that in. He knew it was a stroke shot. He knew he had to play it. It was with side spin. He just stroked it in, cool and calm under pressure. One of the legends of the game is 3 balls away from knocking Jimmy White out. But what a belter. Particularly the orange bank to 9 to pull it level at 8 apiece. No, nothing wrong with night Jimmy White, really, from a snooker playing point of view. But even so, Efren Reyes has managed to get out of jail here. And full credit to a great master on a 9-ball pool table, a great cueist. And I don't think Jimmy White will be too disappointed. He's come very close to beating the one cushion set up to put paid to Jimmy White's purple patch. But what a match, particularly how Jimmy got level. This for the match. Efren Reyes, a very relieved man to dispose of Jimmy White, who produced a shot of a genius. The crowd standing.
Well, the transplanted Mancunian has got a great chance here. Hello, have we got a dry break?
We do indeed, and I believe that's the first dry break I've seen today in the matches I've worked.
Just as I was about to say, he's got a great chance of really taking a stranglehold on the match. That wing ball hasn't gone. Look at that pink getting kicked around all over the place. Nothing down, and Reyes with a clean shot at that 1. There's your luck.
I'm telling you. But where does he put that 1? If he goes for the tough shot going down into the corner, he has a chance of missing. If he goes for the combination on the 4, he's got to plot the path of the 1, the Q, and the 4. And he's missed it. That's 3 shots in a row we've seen Reyes miss.
Or was he playing for that?
No.
He took second prize anyway.
Yeah, he's left Tony in a tough position.
Is that one just poking its nose out? Would that give Crosby a chance just to get the cue ball planted down to the foot end of the table, and for the one to get pushed upstairs?
From where we sit, it looks like it. But I would think that if he could see the edge, he would do what you say, just clip the edge and going back up table. Instead, he's looking at kick angles, and I don't think he'd be wanting to kick if he could possibly see the edge.
The thing that he'll be weighing up in his mind at the moment is there's a lot of hiding places on that table at the moment.
Yes. And he needs to find one right here.
What's he going to get with that? Huh. Didn't need that, did he?
No, I don't believe he's got a shot. He's smiling about it, going, "Ah, the luck of the Irish, not Irish."
No, as you say, no way he's looking for that, because he's managed to stun that cue ball right behind the 9. I think he can get a look at it. I think he can get a look at the 2 enough to get a little bit of a touch on it, but surely not enough to pop the thing.
Well, I can tell you, Tony's a good jump shot player. So, and all he's got to do is get over the edge of that 9 ball. He doesn't even need a jump cue to do it. He's going to stay with his playing cue.
This is a big shot for Tony Crosby.
Big shot. Oh, missed it badly. What kind of a roll does he get? None.
Nothing. If Reyes can put this one away.
Yeah, there's no real problems left on the table now.
No, that should be clean-up time for the magician. And getting out of a big hole, 5-2 down, would have been a real problem.
Well, Reyes with the opportunity to draw within 1. I love to watch this man dance around the table.
It's funny reading through the biographies of the players here. So many of them from all around the world, every continent you can imagine. Favorite player, Efren Reyes.
Absolutely.
Over and over again.
Who do you want to play like? Efren Reyes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're from Vietnam or Venezuela, this man is your inspiration.
If you can talk, I mean, if you can play like Efren Reyes and talk like Minnesota Fats, your future is unlimited. They'll just spin around 2 rails, come across the line of position on the 9 ball, and right where he wants to be. Time and again.
So Reyes pulls himself back to within 1. Just what he needed.
好 ，Efren 的冲球啊，有球进，但是1号球，哎呀，嘿嘿，运气不大好啊。虽然说冲球有球进，但是1号球却形成了吊球。我们看到 Efren 冲球的姿势啊，他这个冲球的姿势倒是让我们想到了这个在这个70、80年代啊，美国的相当著名的一位选手啊，他的冲球姿势也是几乎是这种姿势啊，就是这个可以说是美国当年的传奇啊 ，Mike Seeger 啊，这个他现在已经 虽然说年纪还很轻啊，但是已经进到了这个撞球名人堂里面了啊。那 Mike Seeger 他的头衔也是差不多100个头衔以上啊。那他的这个打击冲球的姿势呢，就是保持这种也是一样啊，这个2只脚几乎是不动啊，这种冲球的姿势。对，跟这个 Efren 跟 Bata Reyes 这2个人的选手的这个冲球的姿势就是天差地别。
对。
好，看到这个由于啊这个吊球，这个 Efren push 下来，那当然了，这个球相当的近，所以说这个Lily 当然是会自己来打这一球啊，但是他这个安全球打得并不是很理想。这个可能是想把母球拉到右边来，利用这个4号球来吊球啊，但是吊的并不是很理想啊。虽然说没有留下呛死，但是这个球照理讲应该是相当好的一个吊球机会。但是话说回来啊，这个如果说真的吊球了，对 Efren 来讲，他可以放手一搏啊，真正的去解这个球。但是碰到了这个对手是什么都不怕的啊。这留下了这个球，对他来讲反而是个蛮伤脑筋的状况。
心里面上，我相信 Alex Lily 也想，反正我才出道1年，我输给你没什么。
对，无所谓。
对，但是 Efren 就不一样。
对，所以2个人的心理压力不一样啊。好，利用了3号、4号吊球，应该是吊到了。这个球好像，这个球原本的意思好像是要从这个5号跟6号的中间灌进底袋啊，但是毕竟那个缝实在是太小了，万一灌进了，当然了，这个2号球就是呛死啊，这个台面就可以马上清光了啊！我们看到这台面是相当的简单，所以说现在就是看看1号球啊，哇！结果这个 Lily 打了一个跳球，哇，打了一个漂亮的跳球。好，但是现在2号球又是一个难题啊！我们看啊，他这个跳球啊，但是话说回来了啊，我们在这边啊，这个哇，又是一个背杆的定杆哦，他这个基本功相当的好啊。但是我们刚刚提到，这话说回来了啊，这个因为我们看到这个球台上的一个记号啊，它这个台布是用这个西蒙尼斯860的球台布啊，这个我想。这个如果说只要稍微具备一点这个撞球基础的人啊，在这种球台布上面要打跳球是轻而易举的事情啊，是相当的简单，而且你又是用长杆来跳球啊，所以说在准确度来讲，当然是比短杆跳球要准确的多。啊，这个球做得太直了啊！所以我们可以看得到，这 Lily 啊，她就基本上来讲，她的母球并不细腻了啊，在当年并不细腻，但是她就是有这个冲劲啊，打球有这个冲劲，什么都不怕。球做得太直了，结果她想要来打一个这个先碰颗星啊，让母球可以滚出来，结果我们看到她的打点啊，太靠近。离这个6号球太远了啊！如果说稍微再近一点的话，6号球就进了。
7号球中带，
好 ，Efren 可以说是捡回来。
球打进，这边这一国开始欢呼了，那边那一国就没声音。Efren Reyes 已经是6比3领先了 Alex。